This is how to play Wipeout by the Surfaris with that signature surf guitar sound with a Fender Stratocaster on the clean setting on my Boss Katana with a slapback delay, so a very short kind of delay sound, and then an awful lot of reverb, which I'm on the spring reverb setting. If we take the reverb off, you'll be able to hear just the delay and all those short little echoes. And if I take the delay off, you can hear now it's totally dry, as we call it. There's no effect added. So before there was that slapback, that kind of sound. And with just reverb, you can hear that echo sound, that space, really the sound of a large space or a hall. That's all coming from the amplifier. So let's learn this riff without any of those effects. And you just want to be on the clean setting, really, on your guitar. So this is a 12-bar blues in the key of C. So to play a C bar chord, this is actually 8th fret. You don't need to be able to play bar chords to learn this riff. It's just good knowledge that we're going to be playing over a C chord, an F, and a G. If you don't know about being in the key of C, it's really important to understand that at this kind of level, and I will link to a video explaining that kind of thing in the description below and up here as well. The main riff. That is 10th fret with the 3rd finger, 8, 9, 10, 10. We play 10 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Back to the 1st finger. And then ending on the 10th fret. And that's it, because it just repeats. So 10, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10. 8, 10, repeat. And again. So get that on its own first. And then loop. To get the speed of it, I'm using something called alternate picking, which is just using a down movement, then an upward movement, or a down pick and then an up pick. Alternately, no matter what notes are played, this right hand is going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. With that in mind, I would choose to start on an up pick, because it starts on the and, it doesn't start on a main beat. So, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. What that means is your down picks are then always on the beat. So if you tapped your foot at the same time as playing this, go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that you'd be nodding your head and the picker would be going in the same motion. After 4 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4. We do the same thing but a string down, exactly the same starting point of the riff also. And that was twice, and then we go back to where we were. It's always the ending that confuses people. I would play it, although there are variations. That's what I would play. So this is after we've played the whole thing and come back to. Okay, so that was. Here's where it changes. Anchoring technique, or a little pivot technique. Really common for people to get lost over that ending, so I've linked to some interactive tab on the website Songster, which I'm not an affiliate of or anything. It's just fantastic interactive tab, which is free for you to use. And that, along with this video tutorial and practice in your own time, is how I would best be learning this riff if I was you. That is genuinely the best way to work through it, working through it one note at a time when you have to, but also just trying to get this pattern under your fingers. It flows very nicely, this riff. The only bit that doesn't flow nicely is the ending. But let's have a recap from the top. 1, 2, 3, start on an up pick. Same thing but down a string. Pivot technique, little anchor technique here. The opposite technique here. To get to the end. So there's a couple of times where we're either going from string 5 to string 4, which we're on the tip of the third finger and then going flat. All it means is it's a really quick way to change strings while also only getting one note ringing out at a time rather than, which is what I used to do to cheat a little bit. And you can also do the same thing the other way around. And we're moving that first bone in our finger, which we really need to get some strength and coordination built into those bones in our fingers we don't normally think about or use. It starts to really become apparent in single note playing at this kind of level. The breaks, where we have the drumming bit, it is just a C chord, so it's a C bar chord, to an F, back to C, G at 10th fret, back to F, and then back to the C. Much more evident when we have the effects on. Then to the F, back to C, G, F, and C. Standard 12-bar blues formula, and then we're back to the normal riff. There is also an improvised solo in this song, which if I was teaching this at this kind of level, I'd typically be encouraging people just to play the C minor pentatonic, for that improvised solo, position 1, but trying to make it sound like a melody, which is something that I cover in my lead guitar course. There's a full structured syllabus now full of real songs that I'll link to in the description below. I also have a premium lead guitar course if you want to start string bending and really improvising. I hope that really helps you. Thank you very much for getting to the end of this tutorial. I really appreciate the support. I hope you have fun playing this great song.